episode of the SkimpShow2. Supposed to have a special guest today. That did not work out, as you can see, or maybe you didn't know that and I was going to bring him on. But anyways, that didn't work out. Woo! But my motto is, if life doesn't give you lemons, drink some tap water. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to drink tap water, except the tap water is 15-year-old Glenlivet Scotch. Now, I know we like to have fun and games here on the SkimpShow2. It's always jokes and laughs, but we're going to have to actually start today's episode. I'm getting choked up already. With an apology. And this apology is for all my attractive female friends on Facebook. I have to confess, I masturbate to your sexy pictures, if you have them up there. And I'm not a weirdo. I'm not strictly looking at you and masturbating. But, you know, if you have some modeling pictures, trips to the beach, oh, here's our fun at Waterworld, Halloween. Let's not kid ourselves, girls. Every girl Halloween costume is slutty. And I look at that cleavage. In between, you know, an Asian girl getting gangbanged by 8 midgets, and I just flip back and forth. And it's weird, it's creepy. I do it to, I can't think of a girl that's my friend on Facebook that has sexy pictures. I haven't done that too, so I apologize. It's, you know, it's fucked up. I'm not proud of myself. Alright, now that we got all of that out of the way, we're going to start the show off with a new segment that we have, that we're just starting today. And it's called What the Fuck? And, you know, what the fuck? So, a few months ago, I was driving around somewhere, and I heard some people holding signs protesting Wells Fargo because apparently they didn't pay taxes last year. I didn't go further research this on Google. I don't really watch a whole lot of TV, so I'm not sure if it's true, but apparently Wells Fargo didn't have to pay taxes last year. And I think that's fucked up. I have to pay taxes. I'm not currently paying taxes, but I'm going to get a big-ass fucking bill in April, and it's going to suck ass. And Wells Fargo, you know, mentioned Cadillac. My Cadillac, I'm paying $200 fucking each month to interest, $50 to principal, and they need, you know, $20 million from the government? You know, what the fuck? Alright, next on what the fuck is, everybody hates Obama now. And I remember when Obama first got elected, that was not the case. It was like fucking Jesus came back or something. Everywhere, oh, change and hope, and oh my God, I can't believe it. We have the first black president, and blah, 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 blah. And then here we are, 3, I don't know, some number of years later, and everybody hates Obama. You know, being black doesn't mean you're not a politician. People seem to forget that. They thought, oh man, like he's talking about hope and change and he's black. He's still a politician, people. And if he's a politician, you know, what can you expect? Would have been the same with John McCain. So, what the fuck? Why is everybody so surprised? Obama's a politician. Did nobody not see this coming? Let's get real. Alright, illegal things. This is some what the fuck about things that are still illegal. Marijuana. This right here, right now, because I live in Colorado and I don't have my medical card. I just committed a crime. That was illegal. I just fucking did a Schedule 1 controlled substance. That's, you know, that's breaking the law. Also, not paying taxes. You can go to jail for not paying taxes. I say that's a bunch of fucking bullshit. You know, I don't give a fuck about half the shit that my tax dollars go to. Like Wells Fargo, you know, tanks in fucking Afghanistan and shit. Border Patrol. Fuck Border Patrol. I love Mexican people. I say let them all come over here and fucking work and everybody will be happy and get along. Prostitution. And I'm just going to have to revert to George Carlin because he put it so elegantly. Selling is legal. Fucking is legal. Why isn't selling fucking legal? Doesn't make sense. Gay marriage. Here's one. A lot of people get really fucking bent out of shape about gay marriage. And their reasoning is an invisible man in the sky. And that's it. You know, they think that the invisible man in the sky reserves the right to marriage for people like Nicole and O.J. Simpson. Let me think of other good married couples. Charlie Sheen and his wife. Tiger Woods and his wife. Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know, that's the chosen people for marriage. You know, because invisible man in the sky said it. Next, polygamy. And, you know, this is mainly the Mormons and stuff. They want to have 7 wives, and that's illegal. And I don't understand that because they have an invisible man in the sky that tells them it's okay. So it doesn't really make sense. I say, you know, let the gay people get married to as many people, you know. If you want to be fucking gay and have 6 husbands, SkimpShow2 says go for it. Alright. That's it for illegal things. Maybe I'd watch the news, but it's too depressing. Okay. This show is going horribly. Tips for life. Everybody loved tips for life from the last episode, so we're going to do tips for life again. Not the same tips for life. New tips of life for new groups of people. First, FBI, stop catching serial killers. Back in the day, and I wasn't alive for this, but I've seen all the movies and the documentaries, there was all sorts of serial killers. John Wayne Gacy, Jeffrey Dahmer, fucking, you know, crazy, sick fucking shit, chopping up bodies, all sorts of fucking crazy shit. And what do we got now? Name a current serial killer. The DC sniper? Are you fucking kidding me? Shooting people out of the back of a car? That's not a serial killer. I want people out there chopping motherfuckers' heads off and skinning them and wearing them like suits and fucking dancing around naked. But all this new fucking technology and fucking CSI and NCIIS and fucking Dexter, these guys don't get a fucking chance to truly achieve the greatness that, you know, the Ted Bundys and fucking Jeffrey Dahmers before them did. And I think that's fucked up. I want a little bit of excitement. Maybe I'd watch the news if there were some serial killers. Maybe there is, and I just, you know, I look like an idiot because there is big serial killers and I don't fucking know about it because I don't watch the news. More tips for life. All politicians, just fucking die. Simple as that. Alright, more tips for life. More schools, less jails. And a lot of people would tell you that. It's a good idea. You know, the education system in America is all fucked up. You know, you got 3 kids reading 1 book and 80 kids in a class with 1 teacher. You know, if we had more schools, better schools, more money for the schools, A, more people are not going to choose the life of crime because they're going to go off and be software engineers and fucking scientists and doctors and shit, whatever. And the ones that do decide to go into life of crime, they're going to be smarter because they have a little bit better school. It's not going to be like, hey, give me your money. We're going to have more of the Ocean's 11 type of criminal. And you know, who doesn't like the guys from Ocean's 11? Let me ask you this. Who would you rather have for a next door neighbor? The guys from Ocean's 11 or the guys from Boys in the Hood? Think about it. Alright, commercials. Make them make more sense. And again, I don't watch a lot of TV, so I'm lost on all, you know, there's sequels to movies I never even knew existed. But there's certain shit, horses, tampons. What's a lady riding a horse have to do with the tampon? I don't fucking get it. It doesn't make sense. Again, no cable. Infomercials. I like infomercials because they explain everything. It's a whole half hour. They lay it all out. It's no fucking big mystery, you know, bunch of random shots of people in a boat and then it's an investment firm. You know, what the fuck does that have to do with anything? Infomercials, they sit there, they're clear, they tell you what the product does, they show you what the product does. Infomercials are great, in my opinion. More tips for life. Online dating. Backstop? That's my dog. Online dating. Don't hide your fatness. I dibble and I dabble in the online dating, and there's a lot of girls, backstop, they'll work the angles, they'll say that they're thin, but really, they're not thin. Stop doing it. That's my tip for life, because here's the thing, I've been on dates with girls where I can tell that that girl's not into me, and it's not a good time sitting around for a fucking hour and a half, like, yeah, this girl does not want to suck on my penis. And why would you put yourself through that? Because I'm a gentleman. I'm not just going to fucking, oh shit, and fucking drive off. Like, I'll go see the fucking date through. But do you really want to sit there and just have me kind of like ignore you and just, yeah, well, look at the fucking time. I'm tired. I have to work early. Plus, you might miss opportunities with black men, Mexican men, and fat men with goatees who all love the bigger ladies, and they might see you and think that you're skinny, breeze right past you, so that you can, you know, fake out somebody who's not going to be attracted to you. Food for thought. Facebook. This is for the ladies. Always bring a camera to summer trips, lingerie shopping with friends, and the glory hole in the 7-Eleven bathroom on Federal and Florida. Tips for life. Here we have, alright, Tips for Life is done. We're on to a new segment. This is things I think about. And this is just random thoughts that just pop into my head while I'm sitting around fucking doing whatever. First thing that I think about, not the first thing I think about, but one of the things, first thing I've written on the list is the dilemma of fecal philiacs. And that's people, if anybody's seen Two Girls, One Cup, like, there's actually people who are turned on by shit on the face or whatever, getting pooped on and pooping on people. And I always think about, you know, because I have a lot of time on my hands, I think about these things. I'm like, how do you break that news to somebody? Is that like a first date thing? Like, hey, oh yeah, you know, I'm Alex. Oh yeah, I'm Stacy. Like, what do you like to do? Like, shit on titties. Seems kind of awkward, but what if you wait longer? What if it's, you know, 6-7 months down the line, you're, baby, like, I just, you know, it's been a while, like, I feel like we're growing close, and I just want to take it to the next level, and I want you to shit all over my face! I'm guessing that most girls would fucking walk away from that. Personally, if a girl asked me to shit on her, I would, because, you know, if she asks, I mean, who's not going to do that and have that fucking story to tell? But I'm never going to talk to that girl again. I'm never going to call her back. She's going to have her name changed to Do Not Answer. Because how do you look at somebody after you shit on them? Unless you're a crazy, sick person that likes to do that. You know, what if she ends up, you know, the mother of your kids? You can't look at your wife and think about, oh, shit on my face, yeah! Nobody wants that. Where does poop go? After you flush it down the toilet, it goes down the tube. What happens after that? You know, I know there's like water treatment plants, but I mean, what do they do with all that poop? I mean, if they take the poop out of the water before they filter it back for me to drink, where does the poop go? Things I think about. Sex. A lot. Things I think about. Girls Gone Wild. Now, SNL did a skit about this, about a guy, and he sees his daughter on Girls Gone Wild, and, you know, it's kind of funny. I think there should be a reality show. You know, maybe get the mom in on it, like, oh, hey, Tim, you know, let's watch a movie today, you know, get ourselves worked up, because we're in our 40s and we fuck once a week. And then, you know, she brings home the DVD with the daughter getting gangbanged by 8 black midgets, and then the reality show is just the dad just being like, holy shit, that's my fucking daughter, you know, like, maybe, like, you could even get, like, stepmoms, so that way, you know, it's not their, like, actual daughter getting gangbanged. They would be more willing to, like, bring the DVD. Maybe, you know, the stepmom doesn't like the daughter and is always telling the husband, like, you know, your daughter's not that fucking innocent princess you think. She's a whore. And Dad's like, no, don't talk about my angel that way. And, you know, I think that'd be really funny just to see the reactions on people's faces, just like, oh my God, like, my daughter's getting gangbanged by 8 black midgets. That'd be some funny shit. Don't lie, you'd fucking watch that show. Also, a few more things I think about involving porno. I don't even have these written down, but I was going to write these down. Because again, I like to watch porno and masturbate my penis. Is how often, and I bet you this happens a lot, but I want to know how many times, like, I'm watching a porno and all that's going through the girl's head is, fuck, I should have listened to my parents and went to college. How often, you know, they should, you know, label that or just let them, you know, have a subtitle like, this girl really wishes she went to college, because it probably happens a lot. Next thing, last thing on the porn, I think, unless I have more shit written down, is what's with these fucking how dudes come on porn videos. Like, again, I watch a lot of porn, so I fucking oh, 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 oh. Maybe I'm not having sex with the wrong girls or jerking my fucking dick off right, but I have never fucking came so well that I need to oh, oh, oh. You know, I might, yeah. That's about it. I don't fucking know. And actually, we're going to use that to intro into David Carradine, and then we're going to go back to some other shit about reality shows. Is David Carradine, and if you guys don't know, David Carradine's Bill from Kill Bill, and I guess he was in some kung fu movies back in the day, but who gives a shit about that other than the Wu-Tang Clan Chinese people that won. But he died. A lot of people, I guess, apparently like to choke themselves while they masturbate or fuck, and they choke themselves right when they're coming, and you know, you black out, come, and I don't know, I guess it's, you know, the most amazing fucking orgasm you've ever had. Maybe if you do that, you it seemed like you might be out of breath, but a lot of people do that. A lot of people actually die from that, and David Carradine was one of those people. They found him in a hotel closet in Thailand, hanging from a rope in women's stockings with like a shoelace on his penis, like tied to the fucking banister that he was hanging from. And what I think about is, unless he fell and broke his neck, he probably slipped, and like there had to be a moment when he would just realize, like, I'm gonna fucking die like this in a closet, fucking stockings on, penis fucking tied to the fucking ceiling with a shoestring. You know, what the fuck? What's my family gonna think? God damn it. And then I wonder, did he finish? If you know you're about to die, that, you know, you might as well and you know, I don't know. Alright, back to reality shows. Here's another reality show I think would be cool. Who Wants to Marry an Ex-Con? Now, obviously not like a rapist or a murderer, but maybe just some guy that robbed a bank and you have some cool security footage. You know, I hear a lot of people in prison get fan mail from, you know, women that want to fuck them, marry them, whatever. Why not make a reality show about that? Apparently the kids like it. I wouldn't watch it, but I think it'd be a good idea and other people might. Here's one I would watch. Tweakers. They should make a fucking reality show about just the crazy lives of people that love crystal methamphetamine. You know, you could follow them around as they pawned power tools and dug copper fucking wires out of their fucking house and went from garbage can to garbage can looking for steel that they could scrap. I think it'd be a really interesting show. And plus, you know, have you ever talked to a tweaker? They're fucking crazy, but it's a funny, like a good crazy, like those homeless people that you want to talk to because they're just so fucking... It's like, man, this is fucking great. Like, tell me more. Yeah, Tweakers, the fucking reality show. Things I think about. Explosions are cool. Things I think about. The puppy and duckling picture, and I figured it out on my computer, so right now we're just going to show that picture. Yeah. Is the cutest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. It brought a tear to my eye and caused my penis to shrink an inch. Last thing on our list of things I think about is dispensaries hurt drug dealers. Here in Colorado, if you don't know, if you're not from Colorado, because I know this show is worldwide, international, Oscar-winning stuff. I have a lot of friends who, you know, dibble and dabble in some things, and dispensaries is really hurting those guys. You know, because you have these dispensaries often in $25 an eighth. How are people supposed to compete with that? You know, and the dispensaries make everybody think these cookies are cool, and oh, I got my weed, fucking juice, soda, pop, popsicle, fucking mint drops, iron drop, fucking THC, resin, hash oil, fucking... Just knock it off. I say shut them down. And we are nearing the end of the Skimp Killer show. And I would like to end this with a message for the ladies. And that message for the ladies is this. I'm motherfucking buff. I'm buff as shit. A lot of people go to the gym and they work out. You know what I do when I get to the gym? I bench press it 3 million times. Then I jog 800 miles with 6 school buses tied to my back. So, that's why I'm so goddamn buff. I'm so buff that if I were to flex my muscles right now with my bicep aiming up, there's a possibility it could knock out the International Space Station. And my penis is so long that I need to make sure it's fucking pointing off to the side when I get a boner, because if I were to lay down and get a boner at high noon, my penis would fucking burn like the wings of Lazarus, or I don't remember the guy, you know, with the wax. My penis would burn because it would touch the sun. And that is the Skimp Killer Show for today. We will have a guest for you next time. I promise this. Cue the Mozart.